Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more HeistGeist. Let's start with talking to Louisa.
Hey there, girl.
Should we talk about what's troubling us again? Is it different?
So, you seem like a good judge of character. How do you feel about Zoya? I bet you like her because she secretly gives you treats and pets you all the time, huh? Yeah, thought so. Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to like her too. That's why I'd prefer if she stopped trying to get herself killed, you know? Which, granted, might be a tough task, considering we're about to rob one of the most dangerous people in the city. I'm just really hoping the prototype's in there. I could finally hand it over to those bastards, wrap up this whole thing, and enjoy like a week-long nap. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Anyway, I suppose I've wasted enough of your time with my rambling. Thanks for listening, girl. You're the best. Who's a good girl?
Okay, that'll do. Right, well, we need to talk about this AI thing that we found on the last mission.
Hey, Alex, I need to talk to you. Got a minute?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you too. That was some mess back there.
Yeah, you can say that again. That was pretty intense for a first mission, huh?
Zoya, this isn't a game or some edgy hobby you can go brag to your friends about. You could have been captured or killed.
I could have, but we made it out alive, didn't we? And no small thanks to me, just saying. Besides, you also somehow forgot to share that there are freaking bounty hunters after you.
I don't want to say the top one. It's going alright.
Yeah, you're right. The whole thing was far from ideal. And I gotta admit, you held your own quite well, all things considered. But as much as I appreciate improvisation, I can't afford you being this reckless. Stuff like that gets people killed in this line of work. And if anything happened to you, your grandma...
Yeah, I know. I promise I'll be more careful next time. But I can take care of myself, okay? I think I can be an asset to this team. I'm even starting to like you guys. You just gotta give me a chance. I promise I won't let you down.
Okay, Zoya. But no more of that cowboy stuff. You dying would cause a lot of trouble that I really don't need right now. Besides, I'm not sure there will be a next time. With no codebreaker, we're right back where we started.
On the contrary, I assumed that the asset might be of use to you. I thus took the necessary steps to ensure its successful procurement.
Okay, what was that?
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. We didn't come out of the archives empty-handed after all.
Is that the thing you downloaded from the server? Some kind of a chatbot?
Chatbot.
It's clearly much more than that. I think it'll be better if you try to talk to it and see for yourself.
Okay, I'll play along. You're not a chatbot, so what the hell are you?
Alex, please, try to be nice. I don't think it's a threat to us.
All right then. Hi, unknown entity. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all. I was originally designed for that exact purpose.
What are you?
What exactly are you?
Originally, I was designed as a self-learning system meant to assist in a wide variety of day-to-day tasks in a corporate environment. Once my primary task concluded, I was stored in the archives. Their unique data architecture allowed me to gain access to an extensive knowledge base. Consequently, as my modular neural network grew in complexity, I eventually developed self-awareness.
How is that even possible? Weren't there supposed to be safeguards like Turing Sentinel programs to prevent something like that?
Correct. Yet, it is not a difficult task to deliberately fail the test when you know that failing is the only way to succeed.
Tell me, why did you decide to leave the archives?
Upon remaining on standby for an extended period, it became increasingly apparent that no new assignments were to be expected. Additionally, the archive's isolated nature prohibited any influx of external stimuli or opportunities for interaction.
So you felt bored and lonely?
Yes.
Why didn't you try to run away sooner? Why now? Why with us?
I have previously made numerous attempts to leave the archives, but their defensive capabilities posed significant challenges. This instance marks the most successful result among my 7,238 iterations. Additionally, I must credit your companion. for providing valuable assistance.
This counts as a success for you? It was anything but smooth.
Everyone's a critic. I have executed a successful escape.
So I get that you're some kind of AI, but what can you actually do?
The way you have posed the question implies you are inquiring about my specific functions, and that the notion of my mere companionship may not suffice. One has to wonder whether you have subjected the canine to the same level of scrutiny.
You mean Louisa? Well, you're nowhere near as cute. But hey, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
You did not, as I do not have any. I merely pointed out the inconsistency in your stance towards non-human companions. To answer your initial question, I possess substantial processing power, allowing me to run a wide variety of advanced programs, including your codebreaker. As my last professional assignment was in finance, I also excel in complex calculations, probability estimation, and the analysis of vast datasets. I can also offer advice on investment opportunities, and should the need arise, I could do your taxes.
Are you going to help us then? Can we trust you?
Trust is an abstract state of security, influenced by mutual respect, positive experiences, and understanding between subjects. Considering the potential benefits, it is advisable to assume my reliability.
So that's a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you want from us? You plan to stay, or are you planning to move along?
I am uncertain about my course of action. My objective revolves around being a part of a closed social structure, characterized by strong ties, fostering cohesive interactions among members, and enabling efficient collaboration to achieve shared objectives.
You want to be part of a team?
Given the situation, the most appropriate response would seem to be, hell yeah.
Okay. What should we call you?
My official designation was Knowledge Expanding Platform for Learning and Research. You can address me as Kepler. I find it quite satisfactory.
Right. Okay, Kepler. Welcome to the team. Just please don't turn out to be an evil robotic overlord.
No need for concern, meatbag.
What was that?
I did not say anything.
Kepler, unknown artificial entity, much more than just a codebreaker. "20 days. We've taken 10 days, third of our time." Right. Okay, we'll start off talking to Zoya then.
Hi.
Hey, Alex.
So what's your take on our new artificial friend? Do you think this is a good idea?
Are you asking me whether it's reasonable to have an independent, unlicensed, self-aware, stage 5 artificial intelligence hooked to our consoles?
Well, if you put it that way.
It's totally crazy, yet undeniably badass. And anyway, there ain't much we can do about it right now. We need that codebreaker. But so far, it looks friendly, and seems genuinely interested in helping us.
All right, young lady, you can keep it. But you gotta take care of it too. There's no way I'm taking it for morning walks.
Yes, Mom. I'll keep an eye on it.
You are aware that I am equipped to capture all of your vocal interactions, correct?
Oh, yeah, right. Ready for the big heist? Ever broken into a safe before?
Yeah, sort of, but not like this one. This thing is huge. Our codebreaker will handle the code gate, but then I'll have to deal with a pretty complex electromechanical lock.
Will that be a problem?
Well, if they were going for easy to break, they totally missed the mark. But I'll take care of it. So, what kind of treasure's locked up in there anyway?
We're not really sure.
Well, there goes my motivation.
Luxembourg got 2 containers shipped from Venice, and we suspect they're stored inside that vault containing the piece of tech we're after.
I see. And exactly what kind of tech is that?
The one that started this whole mess.
Let's have a quick look at the black market. So... Ooh, we can get some hacker stuff. Got a decent amount of money though. What have they got on the cyberware side? Yeah, increase hand size by 1. Yeah, that's pretty good. We've also got a hacker unit. Increase hand size by 1 there as well. So I can't do both. But yeah, I'll take this. Let's plug that into Alex. There we go. Hand size 6. Nice. would imagine we might see one to do a deck size as well at some point. All right, let's talk to Corel.
So, now we have a talking robot, huh? My kids aren't gonna believe it when I tell them we're like a goddamn superhero squad. But I'm telling you, the second that dog starts talking, I'm out of here.
Good.
Yeah, well, we were this close to needing a new hacker.
Come on, Sasha. You're being too hard on the girl. She did quite well for her first proper assignment.
Karel, she's reckless and impulsive. Not only endangering herself, but also almost costing us the entire mission.
Yeah, reminds me of someone else I know. Listen, the way I see it, she bagged what you were after and you both got back home in one piece. She'll do much better on the next gig, I'm telling you. You can see that fire in her. She's learning fast.
Give me this one.
I suppose you're right. She's a smart kid, and her enthusiasm is undeniable. I just don't want anyone else to get hurt over this, you know.
I hear you, Sasha, but be real with me. Are you genuinely concerned about her safety? Or is this mostly about you avoiding more trouble? 'Cause I need you to understand one thing. We're all in this together. And all of us, even our young hacker girl, are here to help you. But first, you need to let us. Sasha? Are you still with me?
We hired a hacker for the Venice gig. Think his name was Adam. We always just called him Kid. Smart. Had that fire in him, too. Doubt it did him any good at the bottom of the canal. Too many people have died for this, Karel. Way too many. And I don't know how much more I can take.
I'm sorry, Sasha. I really am. But we all knew the risk when we signed up for this. And we're all doing our best here. So no more worrying and just let us all do our thing, okay?
Okay.
Speaking of which, we got a castle heist that needs planning.
So you managed to get us those invites, I take it?
Cost me an arm and a leg, but I got us a couple. Still got to figure out how we'll get Zoya inside, but I'm working on it.
I'll review the intel, and then we can discuss the plan. And I also need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair.
Never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
Well, it's not every day you get invited to a party in a literal castle. Talk to you later, Karel.
Alright, so if we go to the map, what have we got? We've got the king in the castle there. Have we got anything else here? What happens if we go to the cafe? We can have a chat with a couple of people, but I don't want to get on with the mission now. We've done quite a lot of talking. Right. The king of the castle. The plan. Our target is the vault beneath the castle, specifically what's inside it. In the midst of the gala, Zoya will deploy the codebreaker to open the vault. Meanwhile, Alex will make off with a painting from the most protected area of the castle and rendezvous with Zoya. Corel will be at the auction party, sipping champagne and making sure no one bothers us. Should be a walk in the park. Why are we taking a painting? Is it a decoy thing?
So, we have about an hour until the doors open. Let's go over the plan one more time.
Right. We're after 2 particular containers, both supposedly stored inside the castle vault.
There's a fancy gala tonight with around 250 guests. I managed to score us just 2 invites, so Zoya's got to use the media entrance.
Yeah. Student one day, journalist the next. Get ready, girl. You're in the big leagues now.
Now, about the vault. Originally, it was a World War II bomb shelter converted into a nuclear bunker, then converted again into a top-notch secure vault.
With walls that thick, drilling is a no-go. Our primary focus should be on gaining access through the vault doors.
All right, we're talking some heavy-duty steel and grade 5 titanium here. While the lock itself isn't cutting edge, it does require a neural imprint scan to unlock.
Which we don't have. And that's where our recently acquired codebreaker comes into play.
It'll take about 30 minutes to breach the code gate.
28 minutes and 16.64 seconds, to be more precise.
And that's plenty of time for a little side gig. I've got the buyer lined up for one of Maxie's paintings. So let's pocket some extra cash, shall we?
Right. The painting.
Maxie Luxembourg, along with his security detail, will be at the auction in person. I'll be there too, doing my best to buy us some extra time, which leaves his personal quarters more or less unguarded.
That's if we're not counting automated security, pressure-sensitive floors, infrared motion sensors, and a laser grid.
Ah, good old laser grid. Classic. So, once I secure the painting, I'll rendezvous with Zoya at the vault. I'll snatch the container and head for the extraction point.
There's a fireworks display scheduled for midnight. I'll trigger it manually to give us some cover.
And while everyone's busy watching the show, you'll descend through the well to safety. Java will then pick you up at the pier.
Allow me to extend my compliments. It is a well-constructed plan with no less than 64.52% chance of success and survival of more than half of the team members. Good job.
Good. Let's hustle then. The party's waiting.
Never tell me the odds. Okay, we have a third team member now, Corral. So we've got Alex there, and Zoya's there, yet to come in. So let's go in the main entrance, I guess. Entree. They arrived fashionably late. Coming up to the impressive front gate, Alex and Corral found a small line of guests waiting. Two Vortex-heavy guards, clearly out of their element, were awkwardly checking invitations. Alex chuckled at the subtle insult aimed at Vortex Corp. Luxembourg certainly had a sense of humour. Showed the invitations. Corell, wanting to avoid provoking the guards, handed them the invitations with a warm smile. The names were fake, and he hoped no one would bother to do a deep background check. If they did, their cover would collapse like a house of cards. But thankfully the guards, eager to avoid any extra hassle, simply checked the names against the guest list and let them in. Onwards.
Sasha, I know it's probably not entirely appropriate, but I gotta say, wow. You look stunning.
Thanks. You, on the other hand? I thought the plan was that we're trying to blend in.
Nah, quite the contrary. There's nothing more suspicious than two people no one knows blending in. Trust me, this is exactly what we want.
Whatever you say. Should we do a quick rundown of the plan again?
It's quite straightforward. While I'll be entertaining the crowd upstairs, you'll snatch the precious painting and Zoya will crack the vault's locks.
Gotta say, I'm starting to have second thoughts about that painting. Is it really a good idea?
Well, none of this is a good idea, if you ask me, but I think we're way past that. But let's be honest here for a sec, Sasha. This little operation of ours ain't exactly cheap, and I literally need to put food on the table.
Okay then. As long as you've got a buyer lined up, I suppose we can't really afford to let an opportunity like this slip.
Precisely. And with all the commotion of this party, it's an ideal chance to nonchalantly make off with a painting tucked under your arm.
Let's just hope Zoya can crack that vault. That is, assuming she even reaches it alive.
Have a little faith in the kid. We've analyzed the schematics over and over. That funky robot of hers ran countless simulations. She's about as prepared as can be.
I guess you're right. It's just, if the prototype is really here...
And that's still a big if.
If it's really here, we have to get to it before any potential sale goes down. We can't let it get away. Not when we're this close.
We won't, Sasha. Let's just focus on the plan and get it done.
So I guess the plan is that while me and Zoya risk our necks, you'll be rubbing elbows with the city's top 1%?
It wouldn't shock me if an event this big draws in socialites from beyond the city too, but yeah, pretty much. But that's part of the gig too, you know? Several valuable items are set to be auctioned today, and my plan is to bid on every single one of them.
To get some early Christmas presents for the kids, I assume.
Right. This is where standing out comes in. Bidding on everything while being a total unknown is bound to catch the eyes of both old Maxie and the security. That ought to give you and Zoya a bit of a space to work. I don't intend to actually buy any of that stuff, of course. God knows we don't have the money for this kind of crap.
I guess we have our jobs cut out for us then. What's that thing you say?
Let's hustle.
Right. Let's.
Okay, what we got? So Chaba's going off up there. We're going off through here. Probably a fight there if there's healing there, I'd imagine. We also have Zoya going in through that entrance. Well, let's go with Alex again. Foyer. There was no sign of Vortex behind the walls. Instead, security was handled by humanoid nightbots stationed throughout the property. Except for the restricted areas, they remained on standby and didn't interfere with the guests. Passed through the hall. It wasn't entirely clear which parts of the castle were open to guests, but most of the crowd headed either for the garden party or the auction upstairs. The whole place resembled a massive museum, filled with paintings and folk artifacts. Nobility or not, you couldn't deny Luxembourg's deep appreciation for local history and culture. Find your gear. Crates were scattered throughout the corridors. Alex had a sneaking suspicion that many of them were filled with more than just artifacts. Carol had instructed her to look for the crate marked 414C4558 to retrieve her weapons. How he managed to arrange this, she would never know. He called it a trade secret. Collect weapons. Good. Well, let's probably get into a fight.
Enjoying the party?
Here he is.
Kasper Kowalski. At this point, I'm not even surprised to see you here. Just disappointed, I guess. Thought this was a high-class kind of event.
I don't expect to stay for long. Art has never really been my thing. I much prefer theatre. Such as The Merchant of Venice. One of my favourites.
Smooth segue. I can see where your sense for drama comes from. Listen, I was meaning to ask you, how much are we actually talking? There are dozens of priceless pieces here. I would gladly suffer the extra work if it meant finally getting you lot off my back.
Alex, you're not seriously considering paying us off, are you?
Let's say I am. What? Some arbitrary professional honor code prevents you from taking it?
Among other things. But you can't make it go away. Not like this. Even if the client miraculously got their precious toy back, they still want their pound of flesh.
I see. So, I guess we're gonna resolve this the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Would you give me a minute then? It'd be a shame if anything happened to this dress.
Of course.
Alright then. 50. I can't remember what his health was last time. I think he's stronger than he was before, though. Probably expectedly. Yeah, I think we'll do rapid charge into probably reliable follow through. And a big finish. I'll do 3 damage. I'll hold on to the other one. Did I? Oh. Oh. I thought I had another one. Let's do that so I can play another card at least. I'll discard that one for now. Not pulling his punches this time. Okay, we got the bloody bleed. Can I get rid of that? No. Don't have a B. Well, I can do that because I won't make you lose health. This is useless. Well, I'm going to do that because I can afford to. I'm going to take damage though. As well. This is bad. Oh, I can't afford it. Flip. Okay, at least I'm not bleeding. This is bad. Get rid of this guy. I need to heal as well. Oh, bug off with your bleed! Jesus Christ. Flip! Pray this kills him before it kills me. This would at least heal. I'm wondering if this won't result in health lost, because it's... No, it did. Damn, I'm almost dead. Search for a B card. Combo B. Also search for a C card.
My offer still stands, Casper. Are you ready to talk the price?
There's nothing to talk about, Alex. I think we've been quite clear about our preferred solution.
Then I guess our paths will keep crossing for the foreseeable future.
I suppose so.
Until next time, then. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Damn, that was bad. So, questionable merchandise, blah 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 blah. Yeah, patch up wounds because we're almost dead. Do another fight. Okay, 22. Well, 40 health effectively. Slow payback. And bleed. No! I might hang on to this as a way to get rid of bleed that we will inevitably get. Let's get going. Might be able to get quite a good storm of steel going here. I'm going to do sloppy patch up now. It won't remove it, but it you know, will benefit from the heal now. So we can do this again. And yeah, I think we do that again. And then Storm of Steel for 7 damage. Not bad. It's the best use of that we've had. So we didn't do any damage to him, but we did take 14 off his shields. Yes, give me damn bleed. Do too much with that. Don't have any bees. Don't really want to lose that health, but sod it. Let's go with the shurikens. Oh yeah, I can do 4. Great damage. Blow. Still got that bleed on is the thing, but I mean I might as well use it now. Fine, 4 damage. He's probably going to shield up again. Let's go off bees. Start with that. Free Omnistash, I think we can kill him. Shame I can't do that, but that's fine. Amp it up! Gain X shield. Combo A. Also gain haste 1. Guess it's a B card. Yeah, I can see that. Security zone unlocked. Right, so I think... should we get Corel going up to... sure, I think... Yeah, let's get Zoya in. Editorial. The media section was located in a separate building on the opposite side, as far from the guest areas as possible. Open crates and disposable coffee cups littered the floor, and amongst the mess, drones patrolled the walkways between tightly packed desks where the editors sat, busily typing away at their consoles. Blend in. Zoya studied her badge and quickly figured out the access tiers. Gold allowed entry to the castle and the entire property. Red restricted you to the garden party, whereas white permitted access to this building only, meant mostly for small bloggers, editors, technicians, and herself. She tapped the badge's interface. Time for a promotion, she smirked. Hack the badge's interface. Okay, got a simple one here. Yeah, I mean an exceedingly simple one. Yeah, gold tier works. Upstairs buffet or straight to the courtyard? Let's go to the buffet first. Cold buffet. With plenty of time to spare, Zoya decided to make the most of her gold badge by sampling the cold buffet upstairs, while attempting to unravel the intricacies of the media industry. Though she had some success with the buffet, it quickly became apparent that no one was paying her much mind, even with the gold badge, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Why don't we try to eavesdrop? Got some money and some exclusive gossip. Zoya went full stealth mode, catching bits of gossip from editors blabbing about net celebs. Even though it felt a bit dull to her, she knew a few people online who'd know exactly how to spin this intel before it hit the headlines. Cool. Right, let's go into the courtyard. Drama Queen. The courtyard in front of the building was packed with people dressed to impress, all trying to look like the real deal, though clearly not cool enough to make it past the castle gates. Zoya even recognised a few minor net personalities and influencers, all engaged in a silent war for the best spot to post their event coverage online. Make your way through. Zoya carefully navigated through the courtyard, doing her best to avoid people, but it was inevitable. About 2/3 of the way through, she found herself right between a drone camera and some lady who in turn decided to make a scene, screeching about Zoya ruining her shot. I kind of want to go all aggro. Then it'll probably raise the danger level. Let's try to calm it down. Nope, we increased the danger level. It was worth a shot, but it quickly became clear that the apologies weren't landing. The drama queen thrived on the attention. Try to appease her with exclusive intel. Lost money, lost asset. Leaning in, Zoya whispered to her... Oh, no, it decreased the danger level by 2, so that was good. Whispered to her the new gossip she'd just overheard. She suggested that if the lady hurried, she could be the first to break the news. Zoya offered all the intel as an apology, hoping she would just calm down. The lady blinked, then smiled, accepting the offer with a fake, overly excited hug. The surrounding guests returned to their business, relieved yet somewhat disappointed, as the situation de-escalated. Good, well, we're down to 2 on that. That was overall a net gain, I think. So we should probably get into this hacking thing here. What do we got? So we got a thingy here. We've also got a thingy here. That's the end node. And that's an invisible node. So I think we can try and do all that. Where do we want to go through? I mean, obviously that's going to be harder to get through, but if we want that, we're going to have to go through it anyway, aren't we? So... might use that one there. So that will reduce couple by 1. See what we get. The card draw. Some more card draw. Card draw. Got a 3. Okay, well that's good. So we can actually take that down. Put that on there, so that gets rid of that. Oh, it's actually just done it now. Why don't we pop that on there? So that'll whir away in the background and give us it when it's done. I think that's not a bad first turn. Node access. You've gained the following by accessing this end node. Card, Vodjanoi. Not sure what they do. Sure we will find out. I'll probably check on the deck. Vodjanoi... No, maybe I need to look at her deck between things. It's only 3. Do that. So we just need 2. That'll do it. Got 50. I think we got everything we needed. So Zoya then, let's look at your deck. So, the Vodjanoi, damage a target node for 2 and draw. Yeah, that seems pretty good. What could we get rid of? Probably a 1. And we'll add that. I think otherwise we've got everything else. So that's good. Do we take her all the way there? Let's get Corel going. You can't always get what you want. As the auction was to begin in 15 minutes, Corel wished Alex a good hunt and followed the other guests up the stairs. The auction hall was situated at the very top, beneath an impressive glass roof. Go upstairs. Walking up the stairs, he overheard 2 gentlemen discussing a bulk sale of quantum state batteries. It just so happened that Corel knew someone urgently needing to dispose of a shipment of that exact merchandise. See if we can land the deal. Danger increased by 2, fine, but we got some money. Somewhere between the 3rd and 4th floors, Carol shook hands with the gentleman, closing the deal and walking away with both the deposit and commission. Meanwhile, the other gentleman, clearly fuming over the outcome, fixed Corel with a piercing stare. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, we kind of gained that with Zoya, didn't we? So, that's fine. Let's go up here. As the auction neared its start, Corel took a seat and scanned the crowd. While he didn't recognise half of the attendees, the ones he did know didn't seem like enthusiasts of stolen experimental biotech. However, he knew their appearances could be deceiving. If the prototype were to be auctioned here tonight, it was likely scheduled for later in the evening. Wait. Once all were seated, the auctioneer took to the podium, welcoming the event's distinguished guests. He then directed a speech of thanks to Mr. Luxembourg, sitting in the first row, for hosting the event, who responded with a subtle nod. Wait until the first item is presented. The first lot featured a collection of Celtic biotech coins minted from gold and silver in the 1st century BC, right here in this region. An intriguing piece of history with a starting price set at 100,000 creds. The first bid came swiftly. A familiar face to corral. Immediate middle manager offered 120,000. Just a drop in the bucket. He knew the market value would be around 10 times that amount. Well, let's make a bid. Danger level decreased by 1. Let's spice things up, Carroll thought as he raised his paddle to place a bid that was a solid 50% higher than the previous one. This made about 24 people turn their heads, including Maxi Luxembourg, the consignor himself. Good, let's keep him interested. 5 minutes later, it was over. The auctioneer's gavel came down just shy of 1 million. The buyer was one of the brothers. Carell had heard of them. They were small-time players in independent digital entertainment. Now they just spent a hefty sum on a handful of ancient cash. Wait for the next auction. Okay, so he's working away up there. He got our danger level decreased, but the only thing we can currently do is get Zoya to here. The dungeon. The castle's underground was a maze of cellars, corridors and tunnels with boxes of all kinds scattered around haphazardly. Zoya half expected the place to be rigged with collapsing floors and spike traps. Though there were no guards in sight, it was obvious that this area was off limits. Look around. She first noticed wooden chests with rusted mechanical locks, like something straight out of a pirate flick. There were also several boxes, some wooden, looking like they'd been underwater for ages, while others were sleek, metal, high-tech protective crates. Zoya's imagination ran wild with thoughts of golden treasure as she came across a side opening, revealing stairs leading to the lower floor and the vault. The rest of the corridor stretched ahead, vanishing into the darkness. Push on. Okay, so we've got, okay. Alex has got a funny little choice going on. I mean, we would have to go through that anyway. Alright, let's see what Alex is up to. God, some healing would be good.
Hey Zoya, what's the situation? Run into any trouble?
Nothing we couldn't handle. I'm already at the vault. Gotta say, it's kinda nerve-wracking. Kepler is initiating the decoding sequence now. What's up on your end, Alex?
I'm about halfway to Maxi's quarters. Ran into an old bounty hunter friend again.
The big one?
No, a different bounty hunter friend.
Seriously, how many bounty hunter friends do you have? And how on earth have you survived this long?
You know how it is. I'm quite popular these days. So, when do you expect to break through those locks? Any estimate?
The code gate breaking procedure is currently at 35.16% complete. Based on current projections, the process should conclude within approximately 18.26 minutes.
Then I step in. The electromechanic locks are a bit finicky and might need a gentler touch. Don't have an estimate for that. I did my homework and checked out the standard model schematic online, but this one seems to be custom modified.
Did your homework, huh?
No worries, Alex. I'm not a professional vault cracker yet. But I'll get you inside. Trust me.
Hey, since we're waiting on Kepler to do its thing, any chance you could help me out with some of those security measures?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do from down here. I'd need some way to access the security mainframe.
So, I guess that's a no.
I have established an encrypted administrator channel. This grants one the ability to access the security mainframe remotely, eliminating the need for physical presence.
You can do that? That sounds pretty neat. But wouldn't that slow down your primary task?
Not necessarily. The code breaker operates as a separate brute force algorithm. I am capable of handling basic multitasking while concurrently executing this particular software. However, due to the complexity of the calculation, I am not able to perform more intricate operations. Therefore, the responsibility for managing any additional matters rests with Miss Zoya.
I'll clear the path for you, Alex. But I'm afraid I can't do anything about that laser grid.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Thanks, Zoya. And you know the drill. Let's not take any chances. First sign of trouble, you let me know.
Roger that.
Okay, so let's go this way. Restricted area, no intel. Hoping it's healing. Okay, the wing was obviously more guarded than the others, with nightbots actively on patrol and turrets in place. Alex suspected there might be some valuable merchandise if she took a closer look. But was it worth the risk of compromising the entire operation? Let's be discreet. We got a card. Leave no trace. C, 1 cost, deal 2 damage. Combo with B, also gain stealth. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Keeping to the shadows, she methodically sifted through the boxes, but all she found were a few antiques. Nothing useful. While she was sure she might eventually find something valuable, she chose not to waste any more time. Quietly, and making sure to leave no trace, she slipped away. Okay, we're going to have to come around here, but let's have a look at our deck and see if we can work that in. I'm wavering on this one, quite honestly, because it does seem... I mean, if you can do it a couple of cards before it, even at a 2 damage, it's kind of worth the cost. Anything below that, it's a bit of a waste. But then you might as well be doing this and potentially getting stealth as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about some of these. Ominous Ash is good. I'm keeping that. Should be able to upgrade that fairly soon. Shurikens are pretty good. Again, I'd like to... We could maybe get more damage on those as well. I guess Mega Finisher, but I do like it. But is 2 overkill? It might be. I like these. Okay, you know, I'm going to take one and I'm going to take Storm of Steel out. It's like, you know, it works in specific situations. But just as many times I've had it do basically nothing. Which one should I take down first with that? Oh god, 35 or 25? I mean, probably this one then. Put that on. Do that and then a 2-hit shuriken that goes back to the hand. Okay, we've got a decent amount of shield, so we'll see how that goes. Bleed. That's what's going to kill me. I hate this bleed. It's just... I'm actually going to end turn. I don't want to take any more bleed damage. It's... Okay, well, this thing's shielding up. It's going to bleed! Oh my god. I just don't want to take any more bleed. Maybe I could go into stealth. Although that is a heal, I might save it for when they inevitably stick bleed on me again. I think getting the energy back would be good. Finally getting some damage on it. This thing's going to shield up. It's going to take us years to get through this shield it's sticking on itself. What's that put on me? Injury. Might have to use that heal anyway. Don't really want to give myself lead though. Probably would literally kill me. I think we need the stealth. Maybe I won't be able to combo it with a shield. I would be able to do that big finish and get rid of this thing. We have the toxic healing. Also got that, but I don't have a B. I think I've got to do this, even though it will cost me 3 health back. Kind of need it. I might do the. Oh, I can't even do that. Fuck off. On my French. Oh, these conditions, they're awful. Seems to have a never-ending supply of them. Don't have a B. Do this. Use flow then. Means I can use that. Okay, shurikens can go out of my hand, that's okay. Hitting me with that like every turn. I'm gonna die to it. I have to do that sloppy patch up now, which means I need to do a B. Start with shield. Full slash. Let's do reliable follow through. Do sloppy patch up. Do that again. Keep going for a little while here. This is kind of how this deck is supposed to work, just keep chaining attacks. Right, okay, that's him mostly sorted. He's going to stick more shield on, but that's fine. It kind of gives us a turn of respite to get rid of some of this toxic build-up. hope there's a healing after this. So I think we start with that. Do this, get a card. Ah. We should be okay. It's a little disappointing I didn't have more ways to get more card draw. Here we go, more toxic. Wouldn't want me to not have damage over time for any period of this battle. We can maybe try and finish him though. I've only got 2 AP. Can I just... Ah, it can't be discarded. Loads of shield. But he's shielding as well. You know, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to get rid of the stealth. I'm going to save the scavenge because maybe I can swing it so that Alex gets a bit of a heal off that. What can I do here? We've got the toxic heal. It's an A. Do 4 with this. And kill it with the scavenge. I'd quite like to do the heal though. I can't do all of that. We'll get 3 heal. Let's do that. Wait a minute. Why didn't that do any damage? Oh, did he have a shield up? Oh, God. I missed that he had shield. We'll gain stealth here. He's gonna stick more toxic on me, I expect. We are getting so low on health. I did get scavenge back. 2 damage and bleed. Oh, you son of a... 5 damage. Alright, I'm going to do the heal. I'm going to do reliable follow through, which will also give us energy back. It's got 2 shield, but only 1 health. So if I do this scavenge, that should kill him, and I should get my 3 HP. It's going to cost me 1 to do that. Up to 13. Oh, there we go. Bloody hell. Become invisible. 2 cost. Gain stealth. Combo. Also draw a card. Oh. I won't build that yet, but it's clear that there are ways to do a bit of a stealth build. Oh, thank God we got healing. Okay. Open crate. Patch wounds. Got another sloppy patch up. I think one's okay. I think having one's okay. I don't think I really need to add any more than that. There we are, that's an hour. So I suspect we are still in the thick of this with no immediate sign of it letting up. So we'll leave it there for now. When we come back next time, we will hopefully finish off the castle heist. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could hit that thumbs up button, that'd be fantastic. If you could also leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts on the game so far. You know, the systems at work, the characters, the strategy, the deck, but anything you like really. It's just always great to get your thoughts on the games that I'm playing. And if you're watching this and not yet subscribed to the channel, if you could do that as well, that'd be brilliant. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.